Shalom everyone, shalom to our booth of the Partnership Together. We are very happy you decided to come to be with us and listen to all the things that we have done during these 4 or 5 challenging and exciting weeks during the coronavirus. My name is Eliyahu Ben Shushan. I'm the Partnership Director of Atlanta, St. Louis, Yokneam, and Megido. And together with Hila, we're going to share with you about the programs that we did in our partnership. Hila, say shalom to all the crowd. Shalom, shalom. Okay, so just to say something before that, we are one of 46 partnerships, and each one of the each partnership decided to create the strategic ways to implement the programs and to implement the vision and the mission statement of the partnership. And we decided, first of all, to gather our lay leaders from both sides and to think together what we can do in order to take advantage of the times that everyone is quarantined, people are at their homes, they have a lot of free times, and the idea that everyone is on the same boat. Many times we have the challenge and we have specific crisis in Israel, and the other communities help us, or in the other side that we can help during other crises that happens in the other side of the ocean. But in these times, as I said, we are all in the same boat, and we needed to think together what we can do in order to make the best of this unique and challenging time. First thing that we decided to focus is the lone soldiers from Atlanta and St. Louis who live in Israel, and maybe this time is very challenging for them. So our steering committee decided to take advantage of a course that they do, a resource development course, and to decide to make a need assessment process for the lone soldiers. God willing, in June, we're going to start a fundraising program and to listen to each one of the lone soldiers that we have now over 30 lone soldiers from Atlanta and St. Louis, and to create a personal program for each one of them. The second branch of our activity was to create the virtual partnership village. Sounds amazing, because it is amazing. We opened the Partnership Village on our Facebook page, and we have sessions and workshops and lectures. All people, all volunteers from both sides, Atlanta, St. Louis, Yokneam, and Megido. Just to give a few examples, we had a baking cupcake session. One of the volunteers decided to give a lecture about the Israel Declaration of Independence and how it's relevant to our days today. I think one of the highlights was the gathering that we did before Passover of all the volunteers and all the professionals, all the lay leaders gathered together to raise a toast for Passover with the CEOs of the federations and with both communities. The second stage, for this group, we had over 700 views only in 8 days, which actually widened the circles of our partnership. The second stage was during the Yom's week, the Yom HaAtzmaut, the Independence Day, and the Yom HaZikaron, the Memorial Day for the IDF fallen soldiers. We decided to create those kind of programs. One of them was a very touching activity with a grandmother of a fallen soldier, Bar Rahav, who shared his story with the partnership community in our partnership village. And I think it was very unique to see how we created like another family for the Rahav family, that many people started to think how they can commemorate the figure and the personality of Bar Rahav. So you can see in the flyer that we shared all the activities and all the programs that we've done. And for this, we had also over 800 views in this 1 week. And now we're going to talk about the school twinning program. So Hila, the stage is yours.
Yes, hello everyone. So you know that the coronavirus caught us in a very active time in terms of school twinning activities right before all the delegations supposed to come to our region. But we actually find a way to use it as an opportunity and adjust the program that we had to the new situation. I want to share with you a few examples. One thing we figure out right from the beginning is that now the students from Atlanta and from Yokneam Megido have something that they are experienced at the very same time. And we used it to our program. So for example, we used the Flipgrid video discussion platform in which each student record a video in which he's telling how he's dealing with the coronavirus, how he's dealing with the new situation. And the students could watch each other videos and suddenly understand more about the way of life and the hobbies that the friends have, because they describing what they miss the most in the times before Corona. So this was one example. We also have shared studies. We had a study of 2 schools about Seder, in which the students brought objects that are traditionally used in their homes during the Seder, and they showed the Seder plates and the family cookbooks to their friends from the other side of the sea. And it was really, really moving to see how each family is going to celebrate Passover this year during the Corona. We also had studies of high schools in many subjects. One of them was a discussion from the Gemara about the importance of living in Israel. We had students from Atlanta and from Israel talking about this sensitive subject of living in Israel and debating about the Gemara. So it also was really, really powerful to see. And we had the big project that we did, that all the schools from Atlanta and Yokneam Megido participated, was for Yom HaAtzmaut, Independence Day. We asked from each student to create Star of David from materials that the students have in their homes, on their close surroundings. They sent us the Stars of David, and we created a huge Israeli flag that contains all the Stars of David from all the schools from Yokneam, Megido, and Atlanta, and you can see the result. Each student could later see and identify its own star and to feel that he is a part of something really big. It was a wonderful way to celebrate Independence Day. By the way, there are about 300 Stars of David in this flag that you can see here. So these are only few examples of how taking a situation and actually make it better and found the opportunity in it.
Wow, Ila, thank you so much. I think that now we just need to thank 248 for the opportunity to share our partnership story in these challenging weeks, and to thank to all the lay leaders and all the volunteers that we have in our partnership, that with them we created all of those activities. So you can enter our webpage or our Facebook group on P2G, Yokneam, Megido, Atlanta, St. Louis, and see more activities that we do. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.